It's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up with a layout today using this awesome cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. I think it's called Pages Filled with Love, I think. And so I've already backed that, and I'm using a few different Vicky Bouton collections actually. I don't know, I don't think it's the latest one, but I'm not really sure. I bought it from Spotlight. And I know I've also got a paper pad, 2 paper pads from 2 different collections, and then some ephemera as well. And I also have I think they're called mixed media paper. So they've already got these awesome kind of watercolory backgrounds printed on them. They are a thick mixed media paper, so I could have done more mixed media on them if I wanted to, and I think I will experiment with that a little bit with some of the other sheets. There's 36 of them in a pack, so, and I think there's 12 different designs, so you get 3 of each design. There's a lot. So I don't know how I'll ever get through them all, but I am sure I will. And so I just left the background as it was. I am backing my photo. It's a photo of my son and his father just reading a book before bedtime. And it's cute. I think they're reading Humpty Dumpty. It's very adorable. And I just saw this cut file and thought that they worked well together. So I'm backing the photo on a couple of different pieces of paper. Apologies, this one is probably making your screen go funny, so just look away for a minute or two while I back the photo and cut it up and then get rid of that pattern paper. And so I am, yes, I lost my train of thought there. Oh, I wanted to say before I get to that part, I have taken inspiration from the awesome Laura Alberts. She did what she called a floral explosion layout. Now, I haven't scrap lifted her because it's nowhere near like her design was for her layout, but I loved the concept of that floral explosion, as she called it. And one of the Vicky Bouton paper pads, actually both of the paper pads, have a full floral pattern. And so I fussy cut all of the floral paper from one of the 6x8 paper pads, I think they are. And I am just creating a floral explosion at the bottom of these books. So that's the look we're going for today, and this is a really quick layout. It did take me a while to stick all the flowers down, but I edit that part out because I actually place them all now so you can sort of see where they're going, and then I stick them down. And so I'm really just adding the florals sort of all around the base of the book, having some on top of the book, but most of them behind the book, and just sort of working out so I don't cover the book necessarily, so you can still tell it's a book. But I wanted the florals to be really present in the layout, I suppose. And I have added, there's not only 3 clusters. I've created a few different clusters, I guess. I wanted to put something on the photo to tie it in with the layout. So I've created a little cluster at the top right of the photo. And then I've added a couple of the florals on top of the cut file just to, help make it seamless, I guess. And I think I put florals on top in 4 places on top of the cut file. I thought about using the hearts that were like the leftovers from the inside of those hearts, but actually it's not going to work. They're too white. So I ditched that idea. And now I'm just going to stick down my florals and then think about how else I want to embellish. So you don't have to watch me stick everything down because it all stays in pretty much the same place. Oh, that's right. I'm digging through the containers on my desk to find some other little elements that I might be able to use. So I pull out some tiny word stickers that I've had forever, as well as some hearts that I thought I could use. I really liked the idea of the ones that I've got up the top there that kind of have typing on them, but again, they're too white. They just don't work in this particular layout. And then I've got some blue and some pink hearts that I pull out, and some red hearts, and also some little puffy hearts, which I've had forever. Don't ask me where I got them from because they were from a cheap $2 shop, we would call it in Australia, and I've never found them since. And I've even tried looking up what they were called, although I've long since thrown out the packaging, and I've never been able to find them. So sorry about that. I wish I could find them again because they are beautiful. So I've edited out the sticking down of everything. I have stuck down all of the flowers, and then I am adding some little teeny tiny flowers that I also fussy cut out, and I think I fussy cut 5 of them. 6 of them, I'm just counting on my layout, 6 of them. So I'm just scattering those sort of around the page where there's, I guess, some bare space. Add a couple to the top right cluster, a few on the bottom right, and then a couple on the left as well. Some of them I pop up on foam, some of them I stick flat down. The few of them were too small to be able to stick with foam. I would have had to cut the foam way too small, and that's way too fiddly. So I just stick those flat onto the layout, and I have to use my little pokey tool to help me unstick my finger from the layout as well. So I'm adding all of those, and then I add some tiny word stickers, which are actually on chipboard. Again, I don't remember where these were from. I'm pretty sure I got them in a Kitaholic Kits kit a very long time ago, but they're pink. They're both pink, and they've got pink. The chipboard is pink, and the type font on them is pink. So they just sort of fit with the colour scheme going on. And I wanted to add them because I've decided to do a new project, which you've probably already seen, actually, hopefully, once this video is being scheduled for. And I'm actually picking about 10 things from my stash that I want to focus on using up. It's a bit like the project pan or project use it up stuff that happens in the beauty community with using your makeup supplies. I want to do a similar thing for scrapbooking. So I'm excited to start that. So keep your eye out for that little sneaky peek there. Then I think I'm going to start that and just try and use up things slowly on my channel and get them out of my stash. So these might feature in that because I really want to use them. I'm sick of them hanging around. So I decided to put them on this layout. So I just chose words like home, nap all day, happy, beautiful and brave, who you are, tradition, kindness, something beautiful, and live in the sunshine. They were sort of the only ones that were moderately relevant on the sheet, and I wanted 3 sort of clusters of 3. So I was a little limited in what I was able to choose, but I am happy with the ones that I did choose and how it looks. And then I think I add some puffy hearts, and that's it. That is the layout done. It was, oh wait, have I added my title? Oh, I completely missed that. So obviously I edited out most of the putting down the title, but the title, I went, you are loved beyond words. Oh, that's so sweet. I wanted to think of something that was a bit pun-like, relating to obviously the book and whatnot. So that is what I went with. Now I'm figuring out which hearts to add. These ones would have totally worked with the colour scheme. They were just a bit big for what I wanted, so I decided to not go with those. And then I pulled back out my mini puffy hearts. You can see them here. They're teeny tiny puffy heart stickers, and they are beautiful. And they come in all sorts of colours. And so I pull out the yellow. There's 2 different pinks, a red and an orange, and I scatter those around the layout. So I was going to keep them in the sort of rule of thirds and in the same place where I put the tiny word stickers, but actually I decided to just sprinkle them a little bit more over the layout. So I do. And I add them in quite a few places, but they are so small that it's hard to tell, like they don't take away from the layout. They're just one of those little tiny details that you want to add. So I will make sure I leave down below a link to the cut file on Virginia's Confessions of a Paper Addict cut file store on Etsy, as well as to the Facebook group for Confessions of a Paper Addict. Definitely go check them out because it's an awesome group to be a part of. Lots of inspiration happens and it's fabulous. But yeah, I think that's it. Once I've done this, we are done, and I'll just show you a very quick close-up. I should add photos to the end of my layouts, but I always wonder who gets to the end. So if you are listening and you got to the end of the video, leave me a comment because I do want to know. I'm happy to add still photos at the end, but how many people get to the end? That's my question. So if you are still listening, leave me a little comment and I will add still photos at the end if that's what you'd like. So anyway, we are all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this layout and we will see you in the next video. All right, guys. Bye.